Sometimes it's good to just dance.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Family Podcast. I'm Dawn Kendrick, and I am so glad you're here. These are stories from the perspective of a news reporter on a next level assignment. Everyone has a story. Stories of hope, resilience, and how we believe God weaves people, relationships, opportunities, all of it for good. For many of us, faith leads our steps, others not so much. But that is what makes this growing Good Stuff family great. We know the journey is better together. Welcome to the family.
Got a suggestion. Sometimes it's good to just dance. Come along.
Welcome to the family and welcome to the middle of Friday, where my friend Rich Smith and I decided to just pop up because he just told me a hilarious story. I'm like, we gotta share. And we thought, this is what happens. Like when you keep taking the next step, life happens and the greatest lessons are right there, like right before us. That doesn't sound super profound, but when we can come to you and bring examples of it, that's where we end up better together for having shared our experiences. So I thought, well, if we're going to go through the trouble of logging on here and telling your hilarious story, let me throw one thing in too that I've been meaning to do. So how are you, Rich?
Oh, I'm great. Yeah. Great session this morning. It was nice seeing so many people jump in there. We hope that we see more in the future.
Yeah, and you're such a good sport. I'm like, come on, let's just jump right back on again mid-afternoon. Let's do it. So thank you for that. We talked this morning, again, as we have often, in the best part of waking up is waking up, our Friday morning gathering around the virtual gratitude table. We've often spoken about turtles and what they mean to me. And I'll say it again here for anyone who hasn't heard. But my friend Cheryl, she passed away at 44, I think it was, from cancer. But she taught me so much, and she said, promise me, Donnie, that you'll strengthen your flippers, like the sea turtle analogy. I need you to strengthen your flippers. No one can bring you to the ocean. No one can pick you up. It's important when you see those little turtles struggling to make their way to the ocean, to our hopes and our dreams analogy, that they strengthen their own flippers to get there. So that really stuck with me. And some days when I most need reminded, I see turtles. And granted, I live in St. Louis, Missouri. So I take the liberty, and even though it's not a sea turtle, if it's a box turtle or any form of turtle, snapper turtle, one time I picked up, I happen to believe in my heart of hearts, it's just a reminder, a celestial reminder to keep on going. So I don't know, maybe someone could use that who's listening to this. So let's just do a refresher course to remind everybody that I do in fact know what turtles are as a lead up to this story. So here is a peaceful sea turtle, okay? Very peaceful, Rich. This is like a 4-hour thing you can find on YouTube. You can just watch, follow. Okay. So we've established that I know what a sea turtle is. Great. Okay. So we got that. Like we should take a moment on the serenity of it. Turtle that has made it to the ocean, strengthened his flippers. Okay. There it is. Shout out to Cheryl. The turtles that I often see, like on my walks and stuff, look more like this. Again, well aware turtles, clearly. Aren't they cute, Rich? Lots of them. They just line up on that log at the park where I walk. So cute. Of course, I take the video and say, Cheryl, hi, Cheryl. Okay, there's that. Now we've established that I'm clear on what a turtle is, correct? In fact,
Correct.
you, Rich, have even gifted me this beautiful crystal turtle to remind me. And it's so beautiful and I love it. And Kelly gifted me this turtle that came all the way from England when she was on vacation with her daughter. People see turtles and they think of my friend Cheryl and I. Okay. I think we've clearly established I know what a turtle is. Now, with that being said, I was in Cleveland cruising down two-way highway, back road, saw it. I can't even tell you how many turtles I've moved across the road, okay? But this one, I saw it. Sure, it was surely it was a turtle. Don't call me Shirley. It was right on the line too, and I thought, oh heck no! Pull in the driveway, come back. Now I'm coming back with my flashers. I see it. Pull in the driveway. I get closer and closer. It's a very strange looking turtle, and I thought, I'm going to bring this turtle home to show Mindy because I stay with Mindy and Doug Lee when I'm in Cleveland.
Hmm.
They got to see it. They know how important this turtle is. So let's just, without any further delay here, let's just roll. Let's see. Here we go. I bring it to their house. Here we go.
Girls.
Look.
God, what is
The
that?
turtle.
Oh my God, no!
Pet him. It's
No, that is not a real turtle.
It's an armadillo.
Oh, that is not.
Yeah, he's already dead. See his thing
Oh
sticking
God, you scared the crap out of me.
Ooh, his insides are falling out.
Ew, get out!
So, Bridge.
You brought home a dead armadillo?
No, you think it was? Clearly. So now you know the rest of the story. When I pulled over with my flashers on, went up to save yet another turtle, I thought, well, for the love of all that's good. Well, I still have it. I keep it in a little bag. I'm still not even sure what it is. It's clearly nothing like a turtle or an armadillo. I think it's an old bicycle rim. It goes, what do you call it? It goes over the tires. But I seriously, you could see, I wish I would have gotten video out there from up. Look, did that not look like a turtle a bit if you're driving?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, it's a little linear for the turtle shell, but
Now,
yeah.
they know that now. But when I went up, I thought, oh my God, so it's disgusting. God only knows. I think it's a hub, for lack of a better word, a hubcap for a bike. Anyone listening know what this is?
Or like a tire shield kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. And then it's just kind of like, oh, so gross. You have to wash your hands after. Clearly, it's not a turtle. But I thought I'm going to share that with anyone else who saved a turtle. Like better safe than sorry, right?
Right.
And the life lesson in it is don't judge by the show because maybe you think it's a turtle. It's not a turtle. That's
right.
what happens when we judge people but judge a book by the cover. So you're welcome for that little story.
Yeah. Well, my story is a little more about rolling with the punches. They had just opened the Starbucks on campus, and for some reason, they ask you your name for your order, and I said Rich, and they kept putting Bridge, Bridge, on the cup, and I was like, all right, well, whatever. So I made their day. It's the wrong name, but we'll just go with it.
Right.
So fast forward about a year and a half later, I'm going back and forth, and they always put Bridge on the cup. I'm like, okay, this is fine, whatever, I'll go with it. My wife is always encouraging me to use the apps more. As much as I enjoy putting technology into other people's lives, I get very anxious when using apps for ordering anything. Like I'll pre-order stuff and then drive to get it, but that's about the extent of it. But she likes to like, oh wait, we can order from the app, and so I'm okay. There's drive-through times and everything these people have to meet, and I always get very anxious for them as I'm holding them up from progress. Well, for some reason, it was just hit me that day. All right, she's always talking to me about, but you could be using all these stars, or you could be gaining all these stars if you just scan the app. So I'm in there. I remember finally one of the days to scan the app, but I have to log in. So now I have to remember what the ID and then what the password is, and finally get all that. The guy looks at me and he's like, "Do you need help with your Apple Pay, sir?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not that deficient in terms of using technology. I just need to remember
You're
what
a
the
tech
ID and the
guy.
password is." All
You
right.
told me earlier that you translated that to old man. Can I help you with your
Yeah, old man, can I help you with your technology? It's exactly how I took it. So finally got logged in, used the app, scan it in, and I'm waiting for the drink. And waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and all of a sudden I hear this guy yell for Christine, but it's my drink. And I realized at that moment that because I scanned the app with her name on it, um, it superseded my name. So I'm like, oh, that's mine. So I walk up there, grab it, all embarrassed because he's yelling for Christine, but it's actually for me. And he goes, "Oh, you're Christine?" Looking all confused. And the guy next to him goes, "I thought your name was Bridge."
They all work at Starbucks. They got
And
two names for you, neither of which are correct.
that's right. And I said, no, I said neither of those names are mine, actually. So I've decided that if I ever do write a book, anything like that, my pen name is going to be Christine Bridge.
I was laughing so hard when you told me that because I have so many friends who tell me they can't get the names right to save the life on the cup, which I think is maybe it's just their way of making us laugh. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe. I think it's great marketing because then they scan the cup and they put it on social media, and now they've got free advertisement from all the people.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
My friend Colleen is a 2L Colleen. I have a 1L Colleen friend too, but she's like, how come they never get it right? I'm like, maybe we should just take a breather because Colleen, 1L, Colleen, 2L, potato. But it's funny how when they heard Rich, you said Rich, they heard Bridge. So you just went with it. I love it. So it doesn't really matter what people call us. It's what's from the inside. Is that the
You got it.
lesson?
That's the lesson there. And usually if it's really good, it's a good tea or something. That's the way I always say.
Right. What's in a name? Okay, so we'll wrap up this little pop-up. Share if you were inspired, but also something that just happened since our morning best part of waking up. I was talking to my friend Jim Williams, who has been such a godsend friend for me since I've been back in St. Louis. And I often, if I say something, I'll be like, write it down, almost as a joke. No one's writing it down. But then I thought, I'm going to write it down. And he quick in like 10 minutes turned around this. So if you have any sayings that come up in the next, we're going to start like a regular series, but today, especially, if you think of something or someone says something that resonates with you, we're going to call it Write It Down. It's our Write It Down series. And this is what I came up with today. Rich, will you read it in your actor voice?
All right. It says, instead of focusing on what isn't, stay present in hopes of what's to come.
That felt pretty deep when I said it. I'm like, yeah, it's true. It's true. So as y'all head off into the rest of your day, something to lean into instead of focusing on what isn't. What if we all just stay present in hopes of what to come? That's our wish for us. It's our wish for you. And God bless y'all. We love you. And you know what you can always do? If you have breath in your lungs, you put 2 feet on the floor. Try to be the good for us, see the good in others, and be the good for them. On your mark, get set.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's good to just dance.
You've been listening to Don Kendrick's The Good Stuff Family Podcast. If you found inspiration here, would you click subscribe, follow, share as we grow our Good Stuff family tree? Check out thegoodstufffamily.com for links to all our social media platforms and for how you or your business could sponsor a story. The Good Stuff Family, reaching and touching hearts around the world by weaving families together one story at a time. On your mark, get set, let's go.